fans on their feet as they come to the line to begin Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night. Green flag, we're racing in the showdown.
Outside line really got to run through 1 and 2. You saw Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in that 17 moved up to third on the outside of Montoya in the 42.
McMurray took the lead. Here comes Truex back to challenge on the bottom.
Yep.
If that car will stick, he could lead lap 1. And here it is. Jamie McMurray beating Martin Truex Jr. to the line by about 9/10 of a second.
Because Larry, I mean, do you need fuel?
You know, you can make it on fuel.
Yeah,
So
come down, stick a couple of tires on that thing, get out of there. He knows how to get around this joint. But I sure like where McMurray said he took 2 tires, got the track position. We'll see how it pays off.
3 drivers got 2 tires, and that would be McMurray, Gilliland, right up there with Quapple.
And he went to the high side and utilized the high lane to try to use that momentum and gain some spots. Now he's working on the 56 on the bottom. That's where he was so good in practice.
Battle. Whoa, and that time,
He
no
got
question.
it again. That was a lot of sparks and fire come off of that car that time. That did damage.
Truex pounded the wall.
Oh, yeah, definitely flat. You can see it from our camera there. The right rear corner is all caved in.
White flag for Jamie McMurray out of Joplin, Missouri. Jeff Burton 4 seconds back. He lacks 2.5 from Ricky Stenhouse, the second place runner, on this final lap. And Jamie McMurray wins the sprint showdown, beating Ricky Stenhouse by 1.2 seconds. They will transfer to tonight's sprint all-star race. Jeff Burton, Paul Menard, Martin Truex, Montoya, and the rest will have to await their fate when the fan vote is announced.
Green flag in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go all-star racing, boys.
Nice jump for Edwards and the Busch brothers. 3 wide back at 8th spot. And that settles out just a bit with Hamlin coming hard on the bottom out of that second pack. The front 5 got a good jump. Kurt Busch, Edwards, Kyle Busch, Clint Bowyer, Greg Biffle.
but back in the pack, they are 3 wide racing hard right now.
Middle of the field, all
looks
the
like
way
the-
to the back, Keselowski.
Yeah, the 2 cars. Transmission broke.
And Darrell, that probably happened on the start of the race as he was going through the gearbox.
Oh, for sure, Larry. He probably jammed it into gear and broke something.
Brad Keselowski will try to coast it around to pit road. We are still green as they come off turn number 4 to complete the 3rd lap.
The dryers are out. Red flag. We have stopped after 8 laps when the caution came out. 13 laps through, and 45 laps would make this race official, so they might be playing the rain game once they do get back out there.
These drivers are going to be so aggressive and determined to grab every spot they can possibly get on a restart because they know that's their best opportunity to pounce. And so we're going to have a couple of those if these tires keep coming and going. That means more action for us to watch.
We're racing once again in Charlotte, and Kurt gets a jump by a car length.
Well, that 78 car, Larry. Not only is it a fast car tonight, but Kurt was on it, man. When they dropped that flag, he took off.
Edwards inside of Kyle Busch for second. Oh, they send it in hard into turn number 3. Kyle comes around Edwards.
That was almost sucking that 99 around with that 18 went by on the outside.
And here comes Bowyer for 3rd on the inside as Edwards had to struggle to regain control.
Yeah, Clint Bowyer in that 15 took full advantage of that situation in turn 4.
Yeah, Carl had to get up out of the gas just enough, and it broke his momentum. And boy, there went Bowyer just flew by him.
Trying to hold off Kane. Spinner.
Whoa,
Mark Martin through the grass. Watch out now.
Car coming. You're all clear, man. Leader's off at 2.
Caution flag. They're may have been contact between Mark and Ricky Stenhouse to bring the caution out. Now remember, the lineup coming onto pit road before the last segment is determined by your average result in all 4 segments. That's why all these battles, even at the very back of the pack, are meaningful.
Yeah, 1 position improves your average finish at the end of 4 segment. That's the big change and the good change I think they made from last year to this year.
And that's why we see these guys all through the pack. So they don't just give it to you. You know, everybody's on the take mode right now. You got somebody in front of me, I can pass him. That may be the difference.
And Kyle Busch in a Joe Gibbs Toyota comes across the line for lap 40. And he is the leader at the end of segment 2 over Clint Bowyer, Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, and Jimmie Johnson. Through 2 segments, Kurt has the 3rd best average. Jimmy's is way down the list because he started so far back.
I think Jimmie Johnson in the 48 should clear him down here in turn 1 and 2. He got a great run off turn 4 that time.
Well, it's his last chance. This is the last lap of this segment.
I don't know, brother. You're talking about Kurt Busch. He has no give up in him.
And that 1 position can be so important for that average finish.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
We'll find out right here. They'll come to the line. It'll be 60 laps this time. Kyle Busch will lead the 3rd segment by 2.2 seconds, and Kurt holds off Jimmie Johnson.
That was a great job on Kurt's part. That could be huge.
You see all the damage on Greg Biffle's 16 car. He'll be having to come to pit road.
Logano and Earnhardt side by side for 7.
Larry, it's just been amazing to watch the different tire strategies and how it's working out, but it just seems like 4 tires prevail.
You'll see the contact.
Got a caution,
and
guys.
Caution for debris resulting from this.
That is not what Casey Kane in that 5 wanted to see.
I don't think so, because that 78 is hauling the mail.
Drivers will have 10 more laps to improve their finishing average and learn where they'll line up for the run onto pit road and the mandatory 4-tire change under caution at lap 80. Kane, Busch, Harvick, Johnson, Hamlin, Kyle Busch, green flag. Good run to turn 1 by Kurt.
Jimmy's pretty well committed to the bottom. The 48 car is pretty well committed to the bottom. Casey Kane to 5, he kind of likes the top, so that does open up the bottom for him to get a run on him.
Kyle Busch closes. Who's going to be 2nd?
Woo!
Casey Kane behind Kurt Busch. So Kurt Busch with segment finishes of 1, 4, 2, and 1. Or Kyle Busch with segment finishes of 2, 1, 1, and 4. Wow. So Kurt Busch leads at the end of segment 4, just as he started the night in segment 1. What'll you do for $1 million? We're about to find out. Casey Kane, Jimmie Johnson, teammates, and Hendrick Chevrolets come to the line. Green flag for 10 laps. Logano pushing Kane toward turn 1.
And Kyle Busch is pushing the 48, and he tried to look under and getting in a corner. Wasn't enough room.
This ought to be interesting down here in turn 3 and 4. They are absolutely side by side.
All but equal off the corner.
Boy, there was Jimmie Johnson just about got into the side of Casey Kane, but they held on.
And Kane holds his ground. He's going to try to get a run off the high side of turn 2 to retake the lead. He's up to Johnson's door, up to the right front wheel, and here he comes.
These two, that's exactly how they like to run. 48 on the bottom, 5 on the top.
It's like Casey Kane in the 5 is a little better in 1 and 2. Johnson is a little better in 3 and 4. He cleared Kane that time.
White flag for Jimmie Johnson.
They've got 1 more lap.
Mark Martin takes his car to the garage.
Hey, think about Kurt Busch in 78. This is about the deepest he's been in the field all night long back there in 5th.
That's right, Larry. 1st, 4th, 2nd, and 1st. And to wind up 5th, it's going to be a disappointment. Here he comes off turn number 4. 5-time is 4-time in All-Star wins. Jimmie Johnson wins the Sprint All-Star race and $1 million.
Back to back.
You guys save me a place down there. Save me some of that champagne. The only 4-time All-Star champion. Congratulations, my friend. Very proud of you.